If you're afraid of talking to girls or putting yourself out there and facing a challenge and you're not feeling confident about whether you can overcome it, check out the rest of this video because it's going to break it down for you and tell you about taking symbolic action to go about achieving what you want for yourself. We all have that one Achilles heel. We all have that one thing that causes us to feel crippling fear and that prevents us from taking action in our lives. And we know the benefit that lies beyond our limiting belief, yet we choose to stick with the possibility instead of actually going about changing our situation. Hey self-helper, today I'm going to break this down for you and make you understand how important taking symbolic action is towards creating confidence and achieving some kind of significant success in your life. Remember that any kind of action is going to help boost your confidence, because if we look at confidence stems from courage. And courage comes from the presence of fear. So if there is any kind of confidence that needs to be displayed, there has to be some degree of fear present around in the situation. We all face different situations in our lives. Some are very challenging and some are not so challenging. But the point is, their presence is always going to be there. Now, how are we going to confront the situation? There are certain challenges in our lives where we have crippling fear. In some cases, these are phobias that stop us in our tracks and prevent us from taking action. The anxiety provoked by these particular stimuli is really strong. And it's important to acknowledge this. Because if you are going to overcome this, you need to start understanding that yes, you do have a fear of this. It's important to understand that once you acknowledge a fear, you acknowledge the presence of something that you know is preventing you, is stopping you in your tracks from going about changing it to something positive, something that is going to benefit you in the long run, then you create a foundation for taking some kind of symbolic action. And that's what it means to actually change this particular situation, because you have this painful stimuli, this painful experience that you need to go through to achieve what you truly want. But what is stopping you? It's the pain associated with this, the fear that, oh my God, I may have to suffer a lot. And that suffering, enduring this is really painful for you. So the pain of success is a lot more than the pain of actually taking action. Think about that. When we want to take some kind of symbolic action, we immediately alleviate the two biggest fears that we have, the fear of rejection and the fear of shame. Such an important thing towards achieving the thing that we truly want. So what do you need to do? You have to take that symbolic action. Take that action that truly means something to you. That if you were to confront this fear, if you were to do something, you were to change the situation, it would change the way that you see yourself. The confidence from actually attempting and overcoming this particular obstacle in your life would immediately change whom you see yourself as. And that's the beauty of symbolic action and the confidence that comes from it. Say you're afraid of heights, go bungee jumping. Say you're afraid of talking to girls, go and talk to 100 girls and endure the rejection if you do get rejected. You'll start to see that pain fades away. This was a famous experiment conducted by the founder of REBT, Rational Emotive Behavioral Therapy, Albert Ellis, where he went and spoke to 100 girls because he feared talking to girls. And to overcome his fear of rejection, he went and spoke to 100 girls. Now, I don't expect you to do that, but if this is a fear that is crippling your life, if you're afraid of being judged or being shamed by someone, go and engage in these experiments. If you're afraid of public speaking, go and deliver a speech somewhere. Go and do it in public. You're not going to see those people again. If you're afraid of something, challenge your fear. Take symbolic action. Because once you overcome this, you will never see yourself as the same person again. And that's the best part. To become the person whom you want to be, you need to stop being the person who you are. And the person whom you want to be is a much more powerful person, a much more engaging person, and someone whom you truly value versus the person who you are now. So how can you shift or boost your value towards becoming that person? Take symbolic action. Find out that one area in your life where you're lacking the skills or you are crippled by fear from taking any kind of symbolic action, and take that symbolic action today if you can. Give yourself a target, work your way up to it if you need to, but taking small steps, taking some sort of symbolic action towards what you want, and that creates the value that you want to see in yourself and become the person whom you want to be. Change happens. Change that comes from symbolic action, the confidence that stems from doing this is magical. So if there is any fear, anything that is holding you back right now in your life, one area, everyone has one weakness, one area in their lives that they are particularly struggling with. If you're afraid of expressing yourself to the people whom you love, do that. It can be even as simple as that. But the point is to put yourself out there. Break through the fear of shame, break through the fear of rejection, and regardless of the consequence, regardless of the end result, if you feel a little anxious, so what? It's not going to last. The pain doesn't last, but the benefit, the power, the confidence that comes from taking a symbolic action in your life is permanent. And that's what I want to leave you with. I want you to think and ponder upon that point. The person whom you are, the person whom you want to become. Whom do you want to be? Are you going to take some kind of symbolic action to become this person? Let me know down in the comment section below. Which area are you struggling with right now, and what steps are you going to do? What is the symbolic action that you are going to take in order to accomplish it? Comment down below. If you found this video useful, make sure you leave it a thumbs up, and of course tell me what you want to see down there in future videos, because I am dedicated every single day of the week to making you the best version of yourself by having you perform better, feeling motivated and empowered to accomplish anything that you want in your life and become the best version of yourself. If you want to perform like a champion, this is the place for you. Check out all of my videos down there, and of course, if this is your first time here, subscribe and hit bell notifications. You don't want to miss anything. This is Vikram signing off, and I'll see you in the next session.